Hey guys, Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we have new missions for the Fighting Legend Frieza event. Not the hardest event in the world, but we've got a couple of different categories, allows us to have a little bit of fun and not have to use the most meta relevant teams. So we're going to go ahead and jump in and do those here. These were all recorded live on stream earlier today, so shout out to anyone who was there. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, hit that notification bell so you know when I do go live. Come check out one of the live streams if you have not already. But yeah, go ahead, smash that like button, and we will jump into the runs now. Okay, so for this team, for the Frieza event, we can do super bosses and rapid growth at the same time. Obviously, if you do have your own hit, this will be significantly easier. You also have the team built in such a way that the Tech Caulifla should have 100% chance to dodge. Actually, no, because we've got a friend hit as well, so it's like, I think she has like 96% chance to dodge, something like that. So we'll do this. Obviously, hit is going to do a lot of the heavy lifting. Of course, yeah. If you are summoning for Kale and Caulifla, they'll be able to make this mission a lot easier. Also, we might potentially, at time of recording, we haven't yet, but we might get news on the Tech Kale and Caulifla EZA. If they're going to come out the same day as the LR, then we would see news on Twitter today, right? Because it's before the maintenance and data download. But otherwise, I'm not sure. But yeah, the thing you have to remember is that obviously the Frieza event is it's nice that they add missions to these older events, because it's something that we talk about all the time that we wish Dokkan would do more. But you know, sometimes it's, I guess it depends on the level of your account and everything, because for some people it's nice, it is nice to have the more like medium difficulty missions, events getting missions, because the Frieza, the hardest hitting Frieza boss in this event is the final boss, the full power Frieza, and he only hits for like just over 1 million. So for most teams, it's not really going to be much of an issue this event. So you know, it's one of those things, like it's a fun little thing for them to add some missions to. Shouldn't be too much of an issue for most people, right? Should be able to get through these missions relatively easily. And in a way that's cool, because it means they can add more random, like, niche categories for the missions. Which is not really what they've done here, obviously, because we've still got the missions being based around, like, the newest characters that have just come out and are obviously really good. But yeah, it would be nice if they did more, like, adding missions to red zone stages and stuff like that, right? Like, we just had some for the Goku story, Vegeta story, but only versus the final stage, against the Blue Goku or Blue Vegeta. But we've got the Demon King Piccolo, like the DB Saga, Red Zone. I like some of the fights in the one from the Worldwide, where you have like the second to last fight was the one against the Family Kamehameha Gohan. I think that was technically it wasn't a red zone, was it? It was a Supreme Magnificent Battle. Have they actually added, that's a good point, have they actually added any missions for Supreme Magnificent Battle stages, like, since that came out? I'm trying to think. Because yeah, Goku and Frieza, oh yeah, Goku and Frieza was technically Supreme Magnificent Battle. But either of those, right, like, there's a lot of harder events they can add missions to, which would be fun. Stuff like this is kind of like a, you know, oh, it's nice that they did something, but not like a huge amount of challenge. I mean, when AGL Kale is still relevant in the event, you know, the event is not particularly difficult. I need to get Caulifla and Kale together. Do this. That's the thing, it doesn't, not that it even matters. The difficulty's not high enough that I that's like, oh, we need to get our rotations like sorted straight away. And obviously, yeah, in hit, like I said, is going to do a lot of the work here. Yeah, Goku and Frieza I think might be the only one. But yeah, some of those fights could be fun to add missions to. I like the Family Kamehameha Gohan one. Starts off with like 3 enemies. And has what, like 3 more phases? And the last one, the super... It's not super crazy, I think, well, obviously, especially not by today's standards for events. I think his super at the end only hits for like 2 point something, but still a fun event. Alright, so Caulifla should still be fine in slot 1. Like I say, with this team build, I think she has like a 96% chance to dodge. So, you know, there's still that 4% chance that we could get unlucky, but she is also a stacker, so she should at least be tanking normals relatively well. Like I said, this guy is not the hardest hitting. His normals at this point still only do like 230k, so, you know. I'm just autoing the missions. I mean, that's the thing, with the right team, like, you probably could just do that as well, to be fair. Like, even units who don't go in slot 1, like Kefla, her start of turn defense is probably high enough that even if it put her in slot 1 and she didn't dodge, she wouldn't be taking that much damage. So full power Frieza. We've also got the all the active skills now as well. So we've got a super serious hit. We can transform KO as well. You know, considering that we've got some support on the rotation from the int KO, hit could actually just solo Frieza here. Depending on how many super attacks he wants to do. Because he jumps up by so much within the turn. That additional normal doesn't help. And then, yeah, we didn't get the 4th attack either. Unfortunate. Watch it in Kale get blasted by a super now. Additional normals. I love how I say that. We're like, oh, we could probably one-turn this Frieza, and then we get the worst possible RNG for like additionals. At times. Yeah, literally, like hit doing 1 more super, Frieza would have been dead. I mean, yeah, we just do this. Wow, all those STR orbs spawned in at the top, so what I thought was going to be like 4 orbs just became like 10 orbs for Kefla. Crazy. Alright, and now we're into the final turn against Golden Frieza. But yeah, as you can see, it's not exactly been a challenging event, has it? Super attacks in the middle. I mean, really, we just do this. Just active skill and take off basically half of his health. Yes, physical hit. Dokkan attack, let's go. 4 million attack stat. War Beast. AGL Dokkan Fest KO. I mean, I think they should easy A the AGL Dokkan Fest Kale to really make that Universe 16 good, because just getting the Tech Kale and Khalifa easy A and the new LR Kale and Khalifa, it's not enough for like the whole team to be good, right? You're still going to have to run at least one or two characters that really aren't that great. Because obviously you got the new LR, Tech Kale and Khalifa if they easy A, the new Hit, and then those are like the three really good Universe 6 characters. So they should easy A in Kaba, because he was Tech Kale and Khalifa's banner unit. And then yeah, HL Kale. I think it's unlikely though, easy A Kale, but never say never. Dokkan does weird things all the time, and they keep going on about how for this year specifically, for the 10th year, they're doing more like crazy different things. So, but there you go, 9 minutes 52. Considering these are all old Universe 6 characters, including 2 free-to-play units. So, as I say, the event missions, not super difficult. Nice easy way to get 5 stones and some equips, which are just for Friezas, right? Yeah. Anyone whose name includes Frieza. So, I mean, hey, at least when we finally get a new Frieza of some kind, we'll have some good equips for them. But, yeah, let's. That was Super Bosses and Rapid Growth. Let's go ahead and jump into the Mastered Evolution one. Alright, so since this event is a little bit easier, we're going to try a sort of meme team here for Mastered Evolution using the ROF Blues. Of course, they were a very disappointing unit on release, but we're going to use their full 200% leader skill. So everyone on the team is like a Realm of Gods Pure Saiyan character. And we're using some of these older, like... Because, you know, we fight Golden Frieza at the end, so using some of the ROF characters from their celebration, like the Blue Vegeta supports and stuff like that. So, because we actually get like the Resurrection of F-Link active here as well. For that extra 10% attack and defense. Let's go. And of course, everyone's favourite unit in the game, the Saiyans without limits. Yeah, the ROF Blues are a character like we were talking about the other day, but in terms of like a character that really needs to be like redone, that I'd like to see. Like not something brand new, but just something that's been done but needs like a second go around. The ROF Blues are definitely up there as a choice. Like a lot of people don't like Resurrection of F. I enjoyed it enough for what it was when it came out, so I was really looking forward to some sort of like Blue Goku and Vegeta card from ROF, and then we finally got one, and oh boy. I wonder who is more of a meme, this guy or that. It's got to be this guy, right? I could say this guy or them, but the Saiyans Without Limits has become such a meme now. Yeah, when you think of mid, you think of the ROF Blues. Yeah, the free-to-play Saiyan Saga team is really solid after the revamp and like the version Z, Easy A and stuff. Like, they can be very good. But yeah, there's a couple of different options you could do for Mastered Evolution. I mean, you can basically do like a full Super Saiyan 3 team. The only thing we have to worry about here is that if the physical second form Frieza just AoEs straight away. Although to be fair, it's very possible that the gods just absolutely destroy him anyway. You take it easy, Jade Rex. Yeah, they are a meme that transcends Dokkan. Like even other things, like other games and other like I've seen other random like Twitter memes for stuff that's got nothing to do with games or Dragon Ball, referencing the Blue Boys like memes, which is crazy. But yeah, as I somewhat expected, the Easy A gods being the absolute monster unit that they are, just crushing second form Frieza here. The gods literally being the only character. They're all Realm of Gods pure Saiyans, but the gods being the only unit on the team that aren't Super Saiyan Blue. They will be when they transform, but... And then, yeah, we've got the new blue Kaioken Goku Easy A for that floating support in slot 3. A little bit of HP loss, but it is what it is. I think that's probably... We were talking about it in the first part, about them adding these missions for easier events. And then them not being as much of a challenge. But I think this is probably one of the more fun, like, aspects of them doing that, adding these missions for the easier events, right? Because if they added a Mastered Evolution mission to one of the actual difficult, like, Red Zone stages, then obviously we would absolutely not be using this team. But the fact that for this event we can use this team and actually get away with using it is kind of fun, right? Having these missions for the slightly easier events, it lets you use more varied teams and some of these units that we haven't used for ages. Like these, the AGL and STR Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta Easy A's. I can't even remember the last time that I used them. It probably can't be that long after like they originally released. So yeah, Blue Kaioken Super Easy A doing huge damage there. Alright, well, we might as well just get the extra stack here for you. Grab the HP back that we lost from Blue Kaioken. Back to 100%. Carnival 220 for a Pure Saiyan lead anytime this year. I don't know. It's just, I feel like they still are going to apply the same sort of logic to Carnival LRs that they have been since they started coming out, where apart from, I guess, movie bosses and superheroes have probably been the two best ones, but like there's certain categories that I feel like are, I almost want to say, like too good, and if they get a 220 lead, that would just straight up be the best team in the game. Like imagine a Carnival LR that leads Pure Saiyans 220, and then you could just have the 2 10th anniversary fusions, the 2 7-year Easy A's, and then any other Pure Saiyan unit of your choice that you think is one of your favourites, and then that would be like the best team in the game. Alright. So yeah, I feel like Pure Saiyans is probably one they'll stay away from. We do need some more like Realm of Gods buffs. Someone was saying about it earlier, but the idea of like Tanabata or something like that being revamped Blue Vegeta versus Rose. Because yeah, that fight where Vegeta like beats down Rose, we've only got the one unit in the game that's like a representation from that fight, the super old Int Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. And obviously because he's very old, he's got a very outdated super attack animation. I'd love to see a revamped version of that card. Yeah, no, there's still no Dokkan Fest Baby in the game. I think that's probably now, at this point, with some of the characters we did get, like, towards the end of last year, probably, I would say, one of the most anticipated Extreme, like, releases is going to be that guy. I mean, at this point, as we're so close to the end of the event, we might as well just start popping all of these transformations. Let Vegeta actually get some attacks in, and then have the Blue Saiyans absolutely destroy Frieza here, if he even survives, to be fair. Could you imagine a Saiyan Blood category that includes both Pure and Hybrid Saiyans? I mean, yeah, you could probably argue, like, that would probably end up being the best category in the game. Yes, even Int Frieza being able to, Int Vegeta tanking for double digits on the super. I mean, according to the Dokkan info stats, this Frieza's super attack literally only does like 575k. So yeah, look at that, blue boys with the massive nuke. Full power Frieza. Oh yeah, we didn't even actually have another Future Saga ally on the team, did we? So there's no... the blue boys didn't even have their actual passive active. Unsurprisingly, no fusion though. I mean, in this kind of event where we're unlikely to lose a large amount of HP, getting the fusion was probably never on the table. Those 4.3 million attack stats though. I mean, this Vegeta, I mean, the only hope for these ROF blues is that they get a good EZA. Because, like, the Vegeta could be good. He shouldn't have the limited turn or rainbow orb changing, considering he needs rainbow orbs to get his passive actually to fully activate. So, need to give him, like, permanent rainbow orb changing. Maybe give him some, like, damage reduction per rainbow orb obtained or something as well. But yeah, the ROF blues, like, as disappointing as they are, like, I feel like you could quite easily give them a really good EZA. But we'll see. Yeah, obviously the god's just gonna destroy Frieza here. Where's my Dokkan Fest exclusive Cyberman? Where's the EZA for the that STR like Team Cyberman card? Alright, so but yeah, this is what I mean, like no rainbow orb changing. So then once his initial passive runs out, where he only changes orbs for a couple of turns, now we can only get one rainbow orb for him. Also, getting the Dokkan attack with the blue boys who are only getting their 12 key is kind of funny. But hey, at least it's an easier event. But yeah, let me know how you guys got on with these missions. Let me know what teams you used. I think the fact that you can use some more like fun teams, because that's the thing. If like the Vegeta and Goku missions, like them adding missions for sort of janky categories but to really hard stages, can be a significant challenge sometimes. Especially if you're trying to use no items, which you don't have to, because that's not, you know, it's not part of the mission. But it is nice to have these easier ones and use some fun teams for a change. I say for a change, like obviously some of the top meta teams are still really fun, but yeah, it's nice to use something a little bit different. 23 to 25 million for the Kaioken Goku, that's crazy. Alright, well, I guess let's just do this for the end here. We got the ultimate Super Saiyan Blue finisher for this event. And there we go. So that was Mastered Evolution with the ROF Blues and a full team of Realm of Gods Pure Saiyans. But yeah, there's a bunch of different methods you could use for this. I mean, the 10-year fusions are on Mastered Evolution. So straight away, like, you can make some busted teams for this mission. But yeah, we thought we would do something a little bit different, a little bit more fun. Can't wait for the ROF Blues EZA. But there you go, that was the final mission. So let me know how you guys got on. Obviously, like I say, I don't expect anyone will hugely struggle with these, but what teams did you use? Did you just absolutely steamroll these with the more powerful teams, or did you have a bit of fun with it? Let me know what you guys use down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ninja, and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.